Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV. Yeah, Click Radio.
Mama ya mobibiara ajo emu akwaba e de baklek kasa fidie so ane na me ne mo kase ene ya wada e bobo so me ne de toso edubaako afimpinu no eduonu num 11th September 2025 no nsiabo say dia na chese mre na ana aso say ye de oman mu hansem ebesom ye hwefo ene yetiefo na kase ye dwumeko bi adama ana so masen na metime de bremo Power Life Herbal Center for Sefa wo how be down wom say ye body pains and I say waist pains, fever, blood pressure, coughs, chest pains, stomach ulcer, stroke, diarrhea, asthma and hypertension dia and ye na edura make come for e dia ma woni betu ase P Life Bitters ebusua bepe bi no me na ntu ya de asokra emfema fra wom e wo 0244059825 0244059825 and I say 0244099603 0244099603 wey aya Ghana ha ana wo de an ahomachofo a wo betumi epusu no eno no na mom wo UK ene ne patem lending hoside dia na ne won so frey +4477 0103.902 +4477 0103.902 and I say +44740454852148 +447404852148 abusuan we enso ye UK ene ne mpatamu o pe baby a wo mu butu di omudwuma de a ene na age se wo de wani kire eye wodo kotipa eye Click TV bia ye hopa anase bia ye hope eho anache se wo betimi ehu Power Life Herbal Center FDA for yo mohwehwe mu age tum se do yiye na ebeboa adasa ne senti wo ba penfo akwala wonyanyi mfie du mienu wo ba ten ya wo makwala nufo ye bebo modin asresenka wo betwe ho afri ho ansa sanso ana Click Real Estate Limited for mekanfo di amount say ye dense ho nsam anasa sasetode a ene na fa bedan wo mo na wo mo se wo mo dan anasa wo masaseto no manso nsem bi eni ho enyo mo no mo ka e ya danse a mimi didi a kire mo manso nsem ni ho ene koto nsem ahimfie nsensem langa de crowd ye bobo ebi kure eni ho ebuhia ne sent ye ho dwepapapa eye etifa wo hawo wo danse ho nsem bedan wo no mo fra wo so 0244795267 0244795267 Healing Hands Heart eye bia ya mekan for dia mawo say ye sunsum nsam dia fa bedan wo so boa wo sunsum fam say ye eye dwumasem anasa kwentosem yade ebuhia no me adwumasem dia ena na bia ya mekan for dia mawo eye Healing Hands Heart bebo ho ban ye no bia nto snap ne kohua ba akopɛ amfa antete wa brabo enti no ne sent won so fra wom e wo 0543077140 0543077140 and I says 0598028826 0598028826 abusua wey ene dwumeku a o madam a wo maso mase a medekase nyina e ba besom wo kase ensem titiro ni bia wo bete e wo mu ni se yamampani akasa enra anachese papa yi ede beto ho se woni nsem twonofo ahodo na e ba behia na odin niam bi egwa kwam se ne niam sifa e kode fansem twonodwuma ho ne keka ho no e buhia papa ni de osie yoyo e keka nsem de disafata de wo se yetibie no wo biebie so e de kire e yensem twonofo yi amachese mi kire mu a ene Ghana fa mu ni nyina wo de somayen sanso ana medem bakwa akopiem ewo eye ya papa Kennedy a compare ko wo hin na Japan e de nsem bi aba betu dwade afa ɛyɛ dwumasɛm papa ne mamu de ne kampo yɛ nyinaa yɛ dwumasɛm ɛno nso mede mu nkyerɛmu ɛbɛba bɛsom mu mede mbɛkɔ akɔpiam ɛwɔ ɛyɛ acting CEO of GMA Dr. Eugene K. Doduye ebusua papa ya babonten din sem bia babonten e de fa eye adwumuyale ho ekwan ye befa so ebetimi etu ase ene ne keka ho no papa ya babonten beka ni nyina Kevin Taylor ababonten wono so abekire na dwo ye beka nse wa be react to eye abronye case ne ho no ane mompemre na muntie ebi sanso ana me de bekwa kopiem ewo Prophet Nigel gazing asuyeye ovre yi ya papa ya babonten din sem bia waka twam na afei na asensem no ehu ehia eti na no so pemren na memfa emeso mebusua sanso na mbekwa kopiem ewo kuro bia ye frɛ ne Sampa ene na me no ka sei de eye hofo ana chese wo makomtiabu ma hye ne fa adan ya aheni esie ya jemre me ma mentwa me homra na me ba me vem sem mu nchemu angasa emesomo median ne obaya gege me ba sesia
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
You webushia message obi amu akwaba aha eye click kasafidie so sa akasie etwagu live ewo Facebook sanso na benye bi ato obenye bi etie ye mle ewo YouTube ane ene eye click app no so radio app no so etwagu ewo honom tuning app no so dia eno so eho enso ebi etwagu ewo ho kama medemo shansam na se de na medemo kwa kopiem ewo ye mampani His Excellency Owura John Dramani Mahama eye nakache ene ne san enu ada anachese papa yi ehye said anasa wode to ko say eyade se wo person ne ensem twunadwuma ko ni nyina ekohia ane na wode enema bi guapam ensem bi se bi a eye ensem twunofo etwitwi yaso ene ensem bi a ase hayen yenya ye bebusa papa no so ni yenya eye ekwanya no na papa ne ebie mu to ho eye nwura eno ne first time a woni nsem twrofo ehia eye ne term ya wowo mu na woni omuhia no enema bebre ekoso eye questions ahodo a manfo busa no papa ne di ni nyina egu akwan mu na ebusha me ne mo kasa no ne nsem de bebre be ana chese ekoso wo ho na yeyi mu bi ana sa yeyi mu ye tutututu mu a edi safata sa ya wo se wo bi atimi atibi na obi ade to na eni kotodwam mo de nsem bi so man nsem twrofo wo makoti aba eti de edi safata sa wo se mo te no ade se ye de ba besomo na ene ne sen ya papa yi ede nsem bi tudwa edikan na ene nsem a wo kan sen wo se wono wote hono no wo ba ya wadwen se esi ankasa wo be hye wukukuam anasa sabi wukukobuom baabi na watete edi wani atete ntokuam abagina bonten anasa wato ayam pifiti wo fie ede to aba fonten tankase ne so se ekika sabi nsem hu pa de kire ya mampani ene na bedi akire enye omonko ene chese wo bibiala wo Ghana untimi metete obi afa ahodie so na wo ya saa de ne dia ene ya kai se baby a wo hye bia wo hye pop emotuom kra na e ba beyu se nyankopon efra wo kra na ahwa yesan be fra wo abasase so na emra bi edisa fata na e asomo said ye manfo bitimi ba bonten be kan se eye plane crash ye si ye bitimi be tena social media ka sanke ye mampani a anka be ye ne de wanyan on nanka wewu we nanka wu ya ebuhia ya papa yi asisu dua se wo no bomu de emra ye wo mu wuntimi makika nsem bia mfa ho enko Ghana ye kabi ma menka bia memo democracy na emom kabi ma nka bia memo nkyere se betrati obi life na emom enti se wotena wo fie toto a yempia eto social media no so a kai hu se ye IP enti no and won betrace wo IP na wo ma hodiu ai na adwuma wo mu bediu de abusua anka ene afanyam se wonti asase so kuranti e be ya ka yen hwe ya no kese yi ne nsem no nyina de ekosi anse yen hwe ya no kese yi ne nsem a ya de to abel fonten tankase nso antesa ye power waso be ye pa mumiente ye papa ne nsem ne bi
Bureau now the technology to use your IP number and find you wherever you are. So I'm sending a signal to Ghanaians that we can find you those doing those hate speech and things. We'll use your IP number, we'll trace you. And when we trace you, we'll deal with you under the criminal code for inciting violence and disturbance of the peace. But I believe that beyond that, we must start making regulation for this new media because it's unregulated. And so anybody just takes a phone and says, oh, this plane crash, I wish that so and so had been the one in the helicopter and had died, and dwarfs have eaten him in the forest. I mean, why would you say something like that? And so we need regulation for that new emerging media. But in the meantime, the National Signals Bureau has been given the full authority to track down people who do that kind of thing and bring them to be sanctioned under the criminal code.
Baby fear honomono say ya to aba na emna se babyafo na wo honum both parties bia e wo ho party bia owo ho bi no ye to aba wo timi wi ni di nkunim kwatena emna se babyafie no ye ka mo bom ne ye chem na emna se badwa ni anase party bia wo timi elidi to third e wo mu no won na chese wo mo ye supreme omo ye ane etino na chese ade se me ne mo kasen ye nyira ye nim MPP fo eluso mu seat bebre ye mna se bebia fo me chire MPC no we bebre luso mu seat and MPP fo NDC fo be take eye over etime ne mo kasen de na chese MPP NDC fo ye che eye mna se bebia fo no mo ye che eye nipa nimu miensa NDC fo nko ekura mienu etina chese eye supreme leader na ankasa edwuma na chese wo mo eye wo honum but ya papa ya babonten akasa wose sansem ne de damanfo tirim se wo mo ye supreme e wo honum ne senti no ase hu bi e de damanfo so wo kre Ghana fo nyina adwen titiru ne mna se bedwafo mo no mu bu man ne se no kre se sa asudie na se sa position na tom e de na so wo mo mfa sa position we emfe hurehura manfo efise yakasa obi ye supreme leader e wo emna se bedwafie bi mu a ya na chese ya amemmo bebre no want opa wanje adwenkyere mfiri ya other party ni bi ho ane te se MPP fo NDC fo mo ye supreme leaders o mo hoi wo mo panko mo nya adwenkyere mfiri MPP fo ho wo betinya take om decision na wo mo kasa mo de abagana ane no madi o mdwuma se mo beti ase se mo nti ase eno de inform ho we eye mra e wo politism aye beka ne sa emre wo politism anana sa memwo mu na emre wo mu no se party bi do so sen party foforo wo emra se bedwafia de akoso no wo pa wo mu se MPP fo adwenkyere nanso wo se eye democracy amemwo ne wo ne senti no ene fa ahodie ene kro ye ne basabasa ya wo mpene asum due man eye Ghana enti no eye ade se one fast opportunity no emfa niema enya niema sa ade se bibia e beba bonten bia no woni mpanifo ewom na se bedwafie both NPP NDC ene independent candidate wo ho nyina no woni wo nyina dwene ho ansa na koro ye abansa na babonten one fast di bia no entu ne ho enkase da bi se ni sei medemra we yaba mopo mi ankasa na mahye ebushia we ni nsema ye papa his excellency owura John Dramani Mahama edema eye nsem twrofo a woni wo mudi enhyiemu ewo saa enhyiemu na se ekonomo no mumientie saa ensem na wo kandifa supreme leader no ho
Bernard said I'm in danger of becoming a supreme leader. Look in my face. Do I look like a supreme leader? and that is to paraphrase Prof. Star Atam Mills. Do I look like a cat hunter? Do I look like a supreme leader? I'm a Democrat true and true. And even when we attained 2/3 of parliament, I said that we're not going to use it to ride roughshod over the minority, and that we're going to give opportunity for democracy to flourish. And so we don't intend to use our 2/3 majority to steamroll our democracy. We believe that even though the people of Ghana gave us that overwhelming majority, it wasn't meant to turn Ghana into a dictatorship. They gave it to us in order that we could carry out reforms to make our governance better. And I think that we stand a very good chance with that 2/3 majority to finally move the amendments to the Constitution that we have all wanted. In the past, because of hung parliaments and all that, we couldn't make any progress, because there are some of those amendments for which you need an overwhelming majority. And so Ghanaians have given us that opportunity and say, look, go ahead and do these things so that we can have a better constitution that will take Ghana for many more generations to come. And so that's what I believe. But I certainly am not on the way to becoming a supreme leader or an autocrat.
Ebusha ye free eye supreme leader nsem isu de ni agina hwa eye bia ye hwa ensam de asem medikan ka chemse bi ko so ho ebusha papa ne san e de enchirechire mu bi ebeto abonten ene ne san amanfo bebre keka se eye galamse nsensem ayade e ha Ghana papa eye ensu ahodo ene nsase forest nnua wo mo se no ennuane no baye koko ene ejapade pi na chese ye galamse efuei ese no na wei ayade a ye mampeni ne nkrofo ade ato makoma so se won betu galamse ase e wo Ghana etime ne mo kasa ide ye nhyemude ne koso no media foi ebusa ne se papa yi na state of emergency against galamse no da ben ana chese mo ba be ye na motimide tu galamse ase emuaye aye papa yi ede ma wo mu nyina ne se ko mo betimi ayo ne mmom no wo mo dwen Ghana fo ho wo mu ntumi enye putupuru ade sa da bi se wo bi wo ho wo bi kope fo magudie bibi kakra de beko na no nti na ase owuo o makunkum amanfo da bi omu nyina ye Ghana fo ana sebe ade omo ye no ase enye enipekum adwuma na omo ye na mmom no je se emra no na wo mu mfa nya adwuma eti ya papa echire mu asa state of emergency against galamse ni de enya de owa hodin so betimi aye anko betimi aye na so no na koma mma ne kwan ti for now ne de emra bi edi safata se wo so mu di gu akwam na mutimi di tu galamse ase de wo mo beye na mmom no de wa Ghana fo ye trim ne de mo ba bonten bekeka ye bekum ye bebom to be yose ne de onyi ni se ebetimi ayesa na mmom de edi safata na wo mbedi so no maye mumie nkotie bibi nso kafa galamse no.
I've been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the Galamsey fight because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency. We have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. There are laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort. So for now, let's exercise all the powers we have. And if it becomes necessary for a state of emergency, then we'll look at it. It means we have to go to Parliament. The president can't just declare a state of emergency without, going to Parliament, because there's a limit to how long you can maintain that state of emergency. And so I believe that we still have leverage to continue to fight Galamsey without necessarily implementing a state of emergency. It means that we have to delineate the areas where the state of emergency is operational. And if you look at the area where Galamsey is taking place, it covers several districts of our country. And so we would do it if it becomes necessary. But for now, I think that we've given the security services enough powers to be able to deal with people who are found to be involved in Galamsey.
Abusiana cheseni ekweti ye efa Galamsey hu eno state of emergency against Galamsey ni papa ni chiremu a ye nyina adwen ye sese omo yesa na chese e torrencham no ye ne na chese wode eba wo so ne betimi so nice chese tomati ase e betimi be big so nice eti no se momu de ne ma pegu akwam se be mo betimi de tu Galamsey as na mmom no gidigidi ye se media nso bete hey enam se empanifo ye wi ye begina so ye de beku amanfo wa ye behu ne bebo otuo ne de wonyinni emra no ekra emra be ma ne kwan kra de ya ekra mpo a wono no te ho no enya de obetimi ayesa na emom no wo mo yo mu femu de ye tu Galamsey ase ebuso ye free so de na chese papa no esan e de enchirechire mu bi e de mayen ane ne nyina ne sen eye cases ahodo anase ensam ahodo bi a abagan na hanum sei edifiti wuntumi asese abronya de ne ho abagim ye media fo ensam yi ensam bebre chese abeto Ghana ha ye mpanifo no edi enyemegu akwam a wo mu gusu ye mu hwehwemu ala na papa ni kiremu a wo mo se o se bibia ni ho a wo mabu mani eguso example ntumi asem yi de enya de se wobu mani eguso na hwehwemu ekọ se de be ya bibia ebe transparent ama individuals no na obi adwem ni na kumem aye ne fan eti ene mo ka se de eye kesisa eye anobaba ye ana se kesisa ye hunu se ye normal ana se kesisa mo nse de nya strong evidence no wo mu gusu de ne ma egu akwam se de be ya eba bonti a wo mu betimi ama bibia aye transparent ama Ghana adehye mo mienti de kan de fa sensem we so ho.
Of course. In the Republic versus Edubwan and 3 others, the state has submitted witness statements together with all other documents, and trial has commenced. And the first of 3 prosecution witnesses have been called and have been cross-examined by counsel for the accused person. With the SkyTrain case, for instance, the prosecutors have secured a trial date, as all preliminary matters have been concluded and the trial is set to commence. For the National Service Authority case, due to its expansive nature, charges have been drafted and will be filed as soon as the legal year begins against the following person: the Republic versus Osei Sibe, the Republic versus Eric Nyaku, the Republic versus Gifty Owari. Also for the National Cathedral, we are awaiting a forensic audit from the Auditor General. Additionally, charges have been drafted and are ready for filing in the case of Republic versus Wuntumi and Akuntamaine. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, is finalizing its report with respect to Exim Bank transactions. Dockets are in preparation for the buffer stock case and the drip equipment case. Investigations are ongoing into the African Cup of Nations case, the March set case, and approximately 20 other cases currently. Let me be clear, every single case of corruption that needs to be investigated is being looked into. And once evidence is found to ground the prosecution, that will happen and happen swiftly.
Abusiana chese we ni nsem aye papa no eka edefa eye kesisa ye hu ni se ebia akwada no da bia na yo hwehwemu ana omo pe strong evidence na che se wo de eniema ne ba monten a ene na wo yentimemufo bibia aye kama de amaye ya dwen ne yakomemu da ho fan ebusia wo free saa ensem we so na wasan eka bibifo a ensra hodo a ewo Ghana mo kai se from 3 days ago endra nyina no news ahodo e ba bonti nyina ye ensra hwe ahodo e wo Ghana a che sa se ye mpanifo yi omani atwi omani afri hu so omomo omani ko ho anke betimi di sika abapa ama betimi e de abo Ghana ho bra na papa no e de kan ho papa we de agisa asem no wan kan to ho wo bua wo pa Bode kan ho ka kire nsem twonofo se momfa nkwai na monko kan kire ye Ghana de hye se ensra hwa hodo ne de de disefata se wo se wo mu disika bi hyem na wo mu omma ade no agina brane ne maintenance ahodo wo mu hia no ono his excellency oti hwi ade se wo de bibia be hyem sika wo se wo de sika hyem wo de sika be hyem staff na na se wo ma workers wo ho na wo se woni wo mu ekasa yie ana se bibi biala a che se edisefata se o so wo mu di hyem wo mu di be hyem na nsra ha do na etimi agina brane ana se etimi asan agina ne na so wo san kan de kan ho se wo kwa nsra ha do ahohoro na na individuals na akwa etimi enyi sika wo honom wo be kwa restaurant wo honom ni ade wo mtonton ne ma wo ho ade eboa papa eye na nso no ne enti nsra ha do no bebre na ase kwa fom ne se na wo mu ni abotere omunim se de serve nipa wo munim se de ye ge ahoho efa no kra de nkohu yen wo bi ba baabi science ra hwe baabi sa na restaurant bi ho na ote ho a ase ja wo mo bobon kwamo na nipa no mo bisa no ye ma drink wo de drink ni sinenima wonum drink na wanum be half no na nkeja ni nya strategy o me pa cho me fa ba ko meka ho ma nipa ne ahwa de fare abeka sa na ni be bo no ho so no wo be so de se wo ko hwe de ko de ba oba ho no na de se wanum be edu ane na no skapena na ekoso na nso we mu de da bi o betime mo atena hodi na wote ho age se wa request na che se o kire mu a enema nkoyie e wo hokura na we ye futu o de ma ye individuals na mo anka se bie mo ankra nyuma e won sra ahodo no mo ma ne nkoyie no nso mo bie o betime de aboa dia support honom se ye maintenance no so no so no wo betime aye e de aboa na se de be ye bibi ni a ye betime nya bibi kakra de free ho de aboa Ghana ahoban ebusha mo mienkotie ensemo kafa ho.
Identify what the tourist sites are, improve their attractiveness, and also improve the service delivery. One of the things that affects tourism in Ghana and West Africa is that our service is poor. You go to a restaurant and they think that they are doing you a favor. You go to eat and they think that you owe them, to serve you. If you go to other parts of the world, it's completely different. You are compelled to spend your money because they are all over you. Even before you finish the drink that they have given you, you are halfway. Can I bring you another drink? And if you are the shy type and things, you always say, oh, yes, yes. And you forget that you have to pay for it. And so we must improve our service delivery. Owners of services must take professionals who know how to be courteous to customers, to know that we are in this job because you've come here to eat or you've come here to do this. And so that's one of the drawbacks of our whole tourism experience. And most times you spend so much money, set up an establishment, instead of going for professionals, you go and haul your relatives from the village to come and serve people. They pay and they can't even get their change. You can't find the waiter who took your money. And when you even find them, he says, oh, we have no change. I mean, they have a certain sense of entitlement. And so until we reform all these, and it's an attitudinal problem, until we reform all these, and people who own these establishments make sure that service delivery is at near 100%, we would not be able to attract enough tourists into our country. We have a beautiful country. People come and, they just say, look, this country is good. But if you hear a lot of the feedback and you say, oh, but what is negative about it? Oh, your service is not the best. Always, that's the feedback that comes. But the government will do its part. Government has the responsibility for making sure the infrastructure is good. And we're starting with the road, making sure that we dualize the road all the way to Cape Coast and Central Region so that people can travel easier to go and enjoy the tourist attractions there.
Abushana chese ye free eye ensrahwe ahodo ni nsemu a wode tu edwaye de wenyina ne kabo mu bo ne tofa e ka kire mo se ye mampani eye media fo a na se journalist fo na woni omukohia no ensemu a ekopiepie ho ni bi ane nsem de bebre na ne di sefata e wo se Ghana fo ebusa yen ebusa so yenya no ye bia mfa ma wo no a papa no timi eyi ano no eno anache se e wo se ye de bremu nti wei ene nsemo etimi ekoso ewo ho yo ye free ya papa yin hye di ase de ne de ne kirem ewo MPP fo akache eye ya papa akompreko wo hen Kennedy e Japan e de se bi ebetu dwa ye nyina ye nim se papa yi e pe franketuni e de MPP amanyoku no eye 2028 na chese wo girem ehim franka no de MPP amanyoku na nyankopon ya adom na ne ye toma no odidi a na chese wotimi abaye omampani pa e de ma oman kronkron Ghana na papa ne campaign na de woguso wono de woguso ye campaign gidi a enya sem geto akora wo bi ba obi na ka na sem wo se enya fedi agro na papa ne ye me no mo ka se yim e ya de se papa no ekopiem e wo esunafo south na eho no mo no na wone eye delegate no edi nhyiemu na busia ensama papa ne kanyina edi gina eye dwuma pa wo ba wo beye na me no mo ka se yim wase eye plastic bottles a yenum hunsuo no eye voltic belakwa se bibiala yenum hunsuo a egu plastic bottle ensuo a egu plastic bottles no ane wase ye hu ni se yade bia yenum wi ane ato egu hwe wo company bia wo moje na wo mode ye bibi foforo ekura san de bus system nim ane sa company no ana chese ye papa Kennedy Japan eten enya hinti se eye nipa wadan no eye ne dia founder CEO nankasa no woton wenya 90 years plus a chese papa no wago wa yemre na wo pesen ka woton na wokọ na homegie ana chese wo bi eti hu kire ye papa compare kon Kennedy Japan ana wo kire mu a wo so wokopie mu papa na kachi no ne di nkomo ana chese wo se wo bobo no wo bobo ne kire no se 3.25 million US dollars enye sikaba 3.25 million US dollars eye company no na otwen ho kakra ana se anka ampushu no na bomu no wakọ ho no mko he company nimu no enipa ne gu company nimu a wo mu ye adwuma nyina ye Ghana for a fact enipa workers 300 workers wo mu nyina ye Ghana for ana Indian for a wo operate machines ni ade eye 15 pe Indians for near 15 na Ghana for eye 300 enti wo hwe sa Ghana for na e wo ho no no anose da bi ma mento ade na manto a na ebia kodo bi foforo nsema oni akon ne ebe tope wo bepam Ghana for ni nyina enti medwem ho enti ma mento na chese wo toy sa sika twitwiri de we cantonment edan eye 3 million US dollars one plot cantonment edan enso no wo de koto company e de ma Ghana said the beya Ghana this year youths and as unemployment no eso bet kakra e dia mama when na chele eye adwempa wo de ma wo man no se sika we ko beti me dia turn account me dia chele and as wo be kwa top asase si down was when one na yere ne man na busua and confirm Ghana for ho because you penifo bebra wo kwa isle gwan cantonment na sa residential places ana wo mo Japade wo ho ne board den pa and so many mebusa na mo enjoy say Japade no na Ghana for e wono de wo dwen Ghana for ho etian to abane man mi entie nsem aye papa yi e ka fa asema me ken
sa plastic bottles yi menim so mtimi show video no kira mo a plastic bottles we Indian company bi papa ni so wanya 90 years wabre oko enti menyonku bi na se me miankwohwe se meto a na menim mu ene ekoy na ekoy no bi duo na mhwe plant ni inside Ghana for etiti ho na mo ye adwuma na I was so impressed and under normal circumstances can make me feasibility studies research investigation By 3 months, and son Metrianica. But I'm sure send your Ghana for no at Tiho a year Juma. Because you woman no, so bottle way and your certificate. Ghana for Enco school. Machine here, no more so packy. Yam paying for a Jamaican for certificate. The show ya papa and I'm saying, Matro, Matriaka. Which are $3,250,000. $3,250,000, no. A for workers. Ghana for year 345. And India for maintaining machines and also a year 15. Now, my case, yes, I'm so make my bring baby. Mimi, media. Man, fan ko to asasi wa cantonments. Uto asasi wa cantonments a 1 acre. $3 million. Uto na di tuwa. How many workers now created? How many workers are now created? Mimi di 3,250,000. I created employment for 345 Ghanaians. Now, obi didn't be a koto asasi. No asaba asasi we ye media asasi we ye media as abrahim asam sobe the biggest challenge I war ever Ghana is unemployment.
Abusia na chese ya papa yi ensem a wakan ye ede kire womo enon delegate na chese womo beto abade ama womo de yi eye franketuni no nsem a wakan bi enono e ono abese asensebe ai we de me papa ne kan na se mo se obi atisi ne konso etinu na chese obi anwen sa no pese o kire obi anwen na wonwen no ntimi mfa nkoto aba no abusia ya free papa yi nsem isu de na chese ye de ni kirem ewo acting CEO of GMA ayefene Dr. Eugene K Doduye ebusan wodi nsem bi aba betudwa na papa ne nsem a wo kanyina ne se wose GMA no ni fu Ghana Mental Authority and Ghana Mental Health Authority asa adwumyalwe efo a chese omupani a woda wo ma no waba mountain na nsem a wo kanyina se wase Ghana hanim say no ase yenim ye mental issues do na Ghana mental issue ade a eku amanfo papa obi ho ha wonam ho fresh unim just how a wo femu no ne enta wo kan sa ne say wase 2024 enipa 134 aneku wo mo ho e wo Ghana hanim say enipa 134 eku wo mo ho e wo Ghana ye ka say 2024 na over 1170 and making attempt to send come back home a year 2024 na mu 134 and etimi kom ho na 1170 na make attempt to send back home ho amanfo ya adoma ache say wo mo ekoje wo mo ane a wo mentimi enkom ho imagine say sankrofo we nyina wu ya na ache say enipa ne kwa na eko enu achi ya ka say 2025 ya afa na mu apai mi no bi di amayen no aye nduru baabia no emu enipa 175 anache se wo mekom ho enipa 175 ana wo mekom ho 2025 na che se 2025 ikura na enkwa awieye no ebro last year 2024 full year ni nyina no ebro ani na che se we yade a ekoso papa eye wo Ghana hanim se enti no dia bench hye ana wo ye mpanifo a wo da mental issues no anase mental health authorities no den hye dia no mu de gu akwa mu de amasa eniema ekoso ye busu mom ye ni kan kotie ensem we mra ye wi a na enhye dia wo mu de gu akwa mu no me de ato amso.
Ghana became a beacon, one of the few countries in Africa to move from criminalization to compassion in line with the global best practices. This change is not just altering laws, it is actually about transforming lives. The current situation is that suicidal behavior is still a challenge. And the challenge needs urgent care. Data from District Health and Information System, DINS, show that we lost 134 lives to suicide in 2024. And that was a 40% increase from the previous year. Over 1,170 people attempted suicide in 2024. And in just the first half of 2025, we lost 475 Ghanaians. And unfortunately, just this past Monday, it was in the news that a police officer lost his life to suicide. Behind each number is a person, is a family, is a community. And these are lives cut short, breadwinners lost, potentials unrealized. The rise may partly reflect better reporting after the decriminalization, but it may also reveal the fact that much more work remains to be done.
CEO of GMA, HSA, friend or Ghana Mental Health Authority, no, a Yomupenia Wadoma, no, a Dr. Eugene K. Doduye, a Bushian winning summer would be a 2 grade far, a year and life for Lucy, yeah, a 2024, and no more make attempts. And this year, yen trying to rear, and any pay woo. Me pum no now den sem wetu dwa na say na de kwan ben so na de dikan ye befa so a ye betimi asi ano kwan enti ya papa yi esan kan ho say e wo se wo mo employ assistant programs a wo be educative staff e wo mental health challenges ho ane or na chese ne nsama wo ka nyina ne se e wo se wo mutimi e fa adwumayefo a wo mo beboa wo mo a wo mo yo adwumayefo dada e wo sa adwumaku ni mu no wo mo de beboa wo mo se de be ya wo pese o chese ensa ene ano e be dosho e bia se de be ya asekasa kire enipa onbenye nipa ho ntoboase ne ade no de edikan eno ne anase wo kan ye wo se eno e koso wo gide yese e be ba form Beba from papa yes I mekume ho ade no mental way no obi beku ne ho na o mental problem e ka say mental problem and mental issue a enya de wabodam ne nam abonten ko a o go through a lot obi go through a lot with me the sa ade no etimi eba and in the sense you see you employ assistant program to educate staff on mental health challenges and when someone what kind was say betimi ama sa enipewuo no sa na say mental health challenges ebetimi ama na ba form mumiente papa yi asema wakan e de kan.
So one of the challenges to in fact improve mental health is what we call employee assistance program. And it's very important that labor unions, employees themselves demand this from their employers, say that we are able to get the employer implement this, because the government has made it a national policy that every organization should have employee assistance program that help people who have addiction problems, who have mental health challenges, identified early at workplace so that they don't fall sick to be admitted, but rather they stay at work, stay more productive, and then stay well, mentally well. So it's a very good program that the government has put in place, but the challenge is that who is watching who to implement it. And I think employees and labor unions must demand their employers to implement this on their behalf.
So what if it's not being implemented? Are there any other sanctions?
Yeah, so the challenge is that we are advocating that the government should elevate it from a policy into a law. When it is a law, then it is enforceable. But for a policy, we can only advocate. That's what we are advocating now.
Thank you very much.
Ebusiana chese we ene nsam a ye papa yi ede kan ho a woni de wo susu senka ye mampani anase mpanifo de we egu akwan mu a kebetimi access kra ede ama Ghana because e ya aginsem wo wie na wo san de kan ho se bia na sikasem enso ka ho evi se ye be employer manfo assistant staff wo mental health challenges in hwen bia na sikasem ne ade kan ne senti was say a day a yet for tour and answer tax a tour seeker a tour be a bagana. I de be shes hadien. Na 20 de be bagana no a che say ye betimi e de ahwe saa yale na na sasadie no enye to a wo bia timamuni bia betimi atue bi say meti hwai na bia me wo ho ye say wo ba ya wo pay ba ye no yate bi ye de kohwa ya afo wo mo a wo enemu go through a lot ene o mo madwi mu enema nsisi so ye ma wo bia na ebeye ya kakra papa na sema wo kan no ne senti wono de nko nyaaya anka yenya ne say eniema e cause mental problem and mental issues aniema na e wagana na say wo wiase etimi cause sadin yemfa etonto sa aniema so no mu ntua o se titiru ye de ahye yetirim se niema bi te se wonu mu nsa bebre a obi num nsa bebre a e mana dwen emu eyemro nya problem e wadwen mu timi nya dwen mu yale enya dwen mu yale ne wabodam nko a da bi ye wo fie bebre abodam oni yenim ye ne abodam fo bebre ne tifie enso ye ade se yenim ane enti ensa etimi ma ne basan enti company bia eye ensa ne ye de ne eto puduo ato ne so ane se de be ya wo timi ede ensan ba be se amanfo adwen de na che se wo ankasa na wo betua se eto ne de asaw ma yale de edi kan de to so biam is great ahodo ene enema is great yade a wa mowi ne nti wa mowi de ni nyina ne se enye yen legal we wa hanim se enye legalization wa illegal we SM20 me amowi bet o kan is great ni ne keka ho else anon so no yade se e wo se yetimi de eto bi eto so eto wo mo so no mutimi tua ene eniema makomienu bia ene dwuma ekuo bia na se dwuma kuo bia wo mo ye product bia ba wo mo ntimi stop wontimi mransa ewo Ghana han se wontimi mras garret ewo Ghana han se ye ni Arab country ai ye nnuanem Muslims na wo mo ensa de ene menya sure so wo Arab countries na ensa yade ekoso wo hon da bi ye ni bisa wa han se wontimi mransa wontimi mras garret wontimi mra enema bebro keka ho ne sent ene yentimi mra de a ye fa tuo puduo bi nto so na wo mo anka so mo de sa yade wan ebre ye manfo no wo mo anka se ntua sa ho ka mo me yente do san de kan ho
this yes sin bone adipa ye enti say ye hwe apomuden mu a ye wo suban bi a ya boa no se bone a etama nipanya adwemu yare ebi ne ensa ebi ne jot or cigarette ebi ne pornography ebi ne betting ebi ne fast food because ofunya fast food obaye kese ne nasefo ebi ne asichire sugar and sa aniema nyina no ye pese aban de antoboa bi atoso se be ya brunime efra what excise tax ye fa sa to no ento sa niema yi so because sa niema nyina ema adwum yare so ba ti say e de sa to no eto ensa so eto jot so eto pono so eto betting so eto sa niema e de ohaw ebreye na sa sika no na aban enhye se sa sika we nyina ye de boa adwum yare which is mental health authority na yaboa ahwe adwom yare a ewo omani eno no betimi ahwe se be ya tambia jebenya futuo bi ato ho tambia na yede ahwe adwom yare a wo omani na mom yengo twen se ye twen se aban de sika beba but se sa ne menyina se tema mfo no eyusu a na je se ye Jesus ka no e de aboa se be ya nipa bebre enkosa ohaw ni.
So what percentage are we looking at, and how far has that conversation gone?
Yeah, so when it comes to the percentages, the finance people will do it, because don't forget to say when you put tax, it can also have other effects. So the government already, these things are already being taxed, dada. And see, when they look at it, they can look at how much they can be added. So me Accra minimum say VAT time share here na ye be say 12%. They say Accra ma they say ye do be 12%.
It's everything the be ato to so sa na ye ko.
Abusua na chese ye ready a wode ka ho no ane na pon an pono ene ne keka ho nyina ye de aban ni timi de tax akase to so ne nyina akọ so adwemu ya ne bet mum de no kre wo bitimi twa bet na fa ni mu ane na dwemu timi aka ne no nsisi so bi eti we nyina aka ho a e wo sa aban ni timi de tax to so no mo anka so mutua e de ma om customers ye be ka ne sa ane Ebusia ye free ye papa Dr. Eugene K doye ensemi sudie na ye de ni kiremu fa akotu akopiem e wo Kevin Taylor akache ye nyina ye nim se Kevin Taylor ye obi a wakasa ma MPP amanyoko ni papa NDC sasa wase me maami ewuraba me kasa ma MPP amanyoko o kasa de ma NDC amanyoko ni papa wo ye o chese wo yobi a ye kasa obi eni gine party ho a waka ho bi papa na waba bonten wono so the reaction na say ni nchirechiremu ne enema bia efa abronye enchie yi ho abronye case ho papa na babonten be bia enema so ba ko mienu so be bia Ghana fo adwemu de wo ho kire say abronye disefata se wo se ye che no mo mientie wono so de awode kan
Kaya with TV, Sunni Facebook, I still stand by it because I have the facts to back it. He was making allegations. Yes, a court never year no, I also be town. Adena Abronya a year na police chain. No, what did he do? Abronya is facing the court, is not facing the police. Only fact be if you say the IGP is corrupt, prove it. I have said so many people are corrupt, and I have proved it. So because IGP a corrupter, prove to the world IGP is corrupt. This happened in this country. Maybe Chama DB. Man who claimed IGP was recruiting fake police to kill citizens during elections, jailed 4 years. Abrantewe, 2024, Obiena no can say, Dampare, recruiting kofobi, Masan kofono, den, botuo. Senabe MPP win elections, ye jailing 4 years. MPP ni bene sorry kasati adewe. Or make allegations. Did he have evidence to it? Was he able to prove to it, defend it in court? No. He's in court. Did you see any MPP person, Salah Mustafa, did you see him on TV arguing that everybody has the right to speak their mind? Did you see any of the LPP leadership sit on radio or TV to say Kevin Taylor did Abrantewe adene yachinatum? Did you hear anybody? Adena way the money demonstration and say there's freedom of speech and that the country is going down and that we are going to demonstrate. Adena man demonstrating against this. Abronya Jina radio so a catch there. Where regional chairman? How do you defend this in court?
Kroma yebeka omse bo mi awi pranko tie yeti kroma ene yebaye hufin yo yebaye hufin yeti kroma and a former president bi onyem ni sports person yire e wo kroma
former president
yes yeti kroma
in this republic
onyem ni sports person yire
ni spokesperson yire
yes onyem no e wo kroma
e wo Ghana
and mama na yesa.
Oh, are you serious about this?
Master, I'm telling you, send the spokesperson here.
The spokesperson Ben. The spokesperson Ben. The spokesperson Ben.
Master, Kwabishem and maybe from 20.
Because when you say John Jinapa and the spokesperson, Ben Duche Mala and the spokesperson, and Mahama Yarga and the spokesperson,
and your Mama Yarga.
Madam,
and I'm saying, Mayi, Mama Yarga, Duche film.
Aka John Jinapo.
Madam, I'm come say, John Mahama, the spokesperson here. On you know
what dance CD.
Oh, Master, what dance I may but see your men for crying metro.
No, okay, what dance
I may catch we. What from me? I'm just almost here, bad jet here. Find some when you
are you sit there and you tell me, and they are froze at Passia we make court in Yadi and Obit Yano. And then there, Aquana no sabotoi or trimming. Intimu nyina mombompa ya mabronya lawyer wakofa krasini lawyer jina ho ntumi defend abronye and wako jina court intuma convince judge say the client no has to go home abronye Osha Black Maria nim we are protecting him. The police is your friend. The police they be a catcher mo. The police is your friend. I believe in the police and I like the way they protected abronye.
Ebusiana say when in somewhere sorry Kevin Taylor so the bechire mo de ma yen enam efa abronya Ghana police for aso ne pa chie no ensem de abronya kan bi pa yie na emomu no say ya chechide we hope ni moja dodo edin so ne frem ma no ana afen so no se akwala we wano eso wase den kura na ye ne di an emfen twapo ane ebusha ye free eye abura nyensam yi so de na chese ye de ni piem ewo eye osofo pon bi a ye friend no Nigel Gezi eye prophet papa wa ba bonten din sem bia ba we kra do ma bonten ane ene ne sen papa yi eye 3rd November 2024 wo be she nkombi na se nkom she no be she no afei na nkom she no ho abehia ye ka ne se afei na chese nkom she no ebam eni nti na chese eye yansem tunofo yakofa ne ye de be kai Ghana fo ni nyina ne se papa yi ba bonten be ka se eye Canada Japan ya papa akompreko wo hene Japan eye ade se eye 2024 abato yi de ana se wo mo franketu a wo mo ba betwin a chese Canada Japan kan mema showdown ya de senka wona wondi wonni timo ha no ho na 2026 ya mo beto aben wo betimi edi enye so betimi edi wo bedi sa na nyame aka kire no wo bedi na wodi a na ye de ne ko 2028 a wasan edi na jugezi na eka ho internet se 2028 no se Canada Japan timi di eye franketuni ya wo betimi edi 2028 abato ya papa yin sem o kan yin na mom 2024 we die o kan no nkwa ntwe ne ho mfiri eye politics ho na mepe MP president edini kontwe ne ho mfiri na nyane dia by 2028 die se nyankopon amma na dum bedu yen dia no hwe na pomudin su ye sunsumu fam ne honam ani fam no hwesu ya wo betimi edi akonwa no abusam mi entie na yen hwe de ekọ
Unim adia radical system ya mo.
Okay, daddy.
Ena na me den se meka. Canada pon attack me no. On hwe no so ye.
Okay.
Onyame bie mani no kwa MPP flag no. Canada pon. Nyame bie mani. Nyame we evidence se meka. Be wa attack me. Ba honhom ne kan. Ne obeye bie se wo kan ne honhom ne kan. So munya message where mon can say honorable Canada Japan.
Okay.
That he is the next person to lead the MPP.
Wow.
He should live long. Or there's an agenda be physical we Edin Semeka. Well, we attacking me wrongly. But it's amazing. Very well. Very well. Next 2028 no me who in the realm of the spirit say is going to play a pivotal role. Okay. But this election there any MPP there.
Okay. Daddy me twawano
na chese we ne ensema prophet Nigel Gezi edebeto abonten in the year 2024 abato na chese ebekoso no o chire ma papa no anya de ananko benye biedi nti won twe no na 2028 there for fie eto ata na nyankopon amade a wo bedi akonya ni bi yo ene ye nhwen ebusha magina ya papa Nigel Gezi nsem so de kase ni nyina ba na wie ye se pim na kase eyadwumako bi adama ne so masen na mede bremo Krekro Estate Limited for se fa wodansi ensem beda won no won sa aseto na wommo e wo sa kwanso na womu ni hwamoda na se wankasa no ebejo nsem womo be bibia kama e de amount fra womo e wo 0244795267 Healing Hands Heart fra wo bibia wa nkasa wo hu se enema nkwaye sunsum sem anasa yade kodie wo the doctor apam nkura free hospital sense wo bi minima mi bo e mantem okwa hospital mo hwe ni bi mu doctor se mo nsi wo bi mangasa bisa na yare no wo mu hu yeduro mo mfenka no ane se bi na doctor aka kire wa ne na brai Healing Hands wo mbebo e wo sa kwanso fra wo mo so e wo 0543077140 0543077140 anasa 0598028826 0598028826 we Healing Hands for asye Power Life Bar Center for sefa wo ya de en besom wo mebra wo mahye ye no momo say ye body pains, rheumatism, waist pains, fever, blood pressure, coughs, any chest pains, stomach ulcer, stroke, diarrhea, asthma, and hypertension there. And enough for bed down one na one more. Woman drum the abedra master friend P life BTC. A man for num ne some yade no mood one dance papa eye. Also be pebinum nem more from 0244059825 0244059825 and I say 0244099603 0244099603 what UK and then empate mu di and na frɛ +44770103.902 and answer +447404852148 wo pe baby a wo mu di omudwuma dia and I just would when each would ko tipa a Creek TV aso ye ho pe ho na won so wo mu di omudwuma mesira mo FDA for ye hwehwemu agya tum se do ni ye eni nti wo ba pemfo akola wonye nyemfie du mie no wo ba atan ya wo makola nu fo ya de se wontumi ennom sa edro yi bi ebusuan wei eni dwumeku ai bo mechi do na metimi de kase nyina ebesom mo na kase yi ensem titiro ni bi a wote ye eni se eye ye mampeni ebehye bobi se ye nuada woni nsem twofo enka bomuku ana nsem twofo behia na wode eye nsem bi se bi a etwitwi ya so no wabeyi ya no nyina de ama ye yenso ye obi a yenso ye de ama no ampa ode osia yoyo wo mu hyiam na ne ekọ so de yebusua eno ne ade amede dodo na ebesom sanso anam de mu kopie mu ewo MPP amanyokom onabo eye Kennedy ohene Japan de nsem bi ba nsem a anasa niam bi a waye ye di sefata senka MPP for enfane nkọ kunanim eye 2028 sanso nam de mu kopie mu ewo acting CEO of GMA mechire eye Ghana Mental Health Authority asuyeye na Dr. Eugene K Dowuyo edin sembi betudwa edifa ye mental health ho nsensem ekwan ye befa so ye bebo ho ban enes sikasem a ebetimi ahyem se de be ya bibia etu ebetwa ebuhua no so me de monsem be som Prophet Nigel Gezi Babonten ebe kan sembi na fe na sensem no ehu ehia eno so ye be so Kevin Taylor wobekasa de fire abronya nsemi ho ebusuan wani nsem a eye mo sonfo me je adwa bekin kama mo se enwumre no nsia ekase ane announcement 17th October 2025 eye bonfire kase pa ekoso eye ewo eye Healing Hands Hearts asye me dem ka se de eye Reverend Prince na se penipa a woda sa asye na no ana wa hye dwumadi bi e fe ne bonfire night ebekoso ewo 17th October na de hiane se obefa ka besi Madina wo fa Madina ka ebesi Madina wo se wo ko eye dodowa anase oyibi wo fa omu bia ka na wo su beso Malijo School Junction unya duru ho apɛ ene na kyese ahyenya wo ho bia wutimi fa na waka chom se wo ko Healing Hands aso eye wo mo do beba na so watimi de wo bisa de wo ha wo kwada na nyina abegu ahanim se na ebuhua se wo duru ho anase eye bonfire nighting e bia nsem bi kire wo so pensem bisa anase more details a fresa ahomatufo yi eye 0543077140 0543077140 anase 0598028826 0598028826 sanso ana wosan e de atudwa se anase wosan de asoman se ye mekan chapefo etiefo nya dofo se titru mu am wo UK ni mpatamu anase wo dofo bi wo ho na so person ne Reverend Prince edin hyiemu a mo ha no ho kra se bia da chi bi oba Ghana da bi first week of November Reverend Et na se ewo UK London ene ne mpatamu wone eye adehye adofo ene womo a womo pe eye moa ede afiri ne ho no wone omu din hyiemu ewo ho na eno eye first week of November enti mo nhya no so na mo moa mo ho mo UK ne mpatamu mo pese mo ni di nhyiemu a na wo boa mo ewo kwan bebre so a mo nhya no so sanso na second week of September mo fencheme sanso na first week of December US and so Reverend Et na se wo ho first week of December US Reverend Et na se wo ho na no so woni adehye adofo ene wona pese we hunu so atna se na chese no so ya ho boaboa na ana mo ba boaboa na motimi de ehia no ebuhia de me sense subiem 17th October 2025 bonfire kese ekoso ewo Healing Hands Hearts wo maso ye brebi wai na wo mo emmo ewo nsem bebre na se niema bia wankasa no wo pemu nsembusa na chese wo mo a wo sa kwan so ebusia wo ba ya gege ene edia mejeso medum besia menemo kasen eye spiritual drive no ebekoso de ebono nwotwe ken ebekoso Reverend Prince woni eye host dada na DJ Powers won bet na se na wo mo de eye spiritual teachings egwakwan mu ede amante jemre na chese won so tie bi na fa bi ebo wo bra ana se fa bi etu hofo e wa bra bom medum besia makram
Click TV.